50.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Elgin Football Complex, where the Plainview Elgin Millville Tigers will take on Plainview Elgin Millville Tigers.
No, that's not right.
The Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs will take on the Pine Island Panthers. Homecoming game. Where's those other two badingles?
The Panthers of Pine Island and your Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs.
Nobody's listening anyway.
Now, if you could please stand and remove all head cover as the Bulldog Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Zach Tessling, leads us in honoring our country with the playing of the national anthem. For today's starting lineups, the Pine Island team is asked to be introduced as the Panthers.
Huh?
Your defensive starters for the Bulldogs. Starting as defensive back, number 3, Parker Maddie. Starting at defensive back, number 4, Carter Haley. Linebacker number 6, Alex Henricks. Defensive back, number 14, Noah Edenchen. Defensive back, number 19, Brendan Hilbert. Linebacker, number 21, Aiden Grainer. Linebacker, number 23, Aaron Martinez. Defensive lineman, number 53, Dominic Castro. Defensive lineman, number 57, Stuart Atkinson. Defensive lineman, number 58, Nolan Ford. Defensive lineman, Drew Raymond. And also, tonight's special guest, the Bulldog Nation Foundation's Game Day Experience Action winner and honorary captain, Nash Reese. And coached by Nick Schultz. I'm coached by Darren Leonard, Mike Williamson, Mark Belcher, Jacob Reese, Zach Brown, Ryan Murphy, Brian Wright, Trevor Leonard, Jason Herbert, Steve Hendricks, Adeline, and Kevin Hay.
All right, Bulldogs are huddled up at midfield.
Yeah, we got this homecoming matchup here, Pine Island, Plainville, Jamilville. Definitely some playoff implications here as these two teams are falling into the middle of the pack here in the section, and the winner is going to have the upper hand here headed into the second half for a home game.
Right. I did find out today, straight from the head coach's mouth, that the section coaches have decided that they're going to vote on section seating this year, not go QRF. So that way, if you say a loss to a state-ranked Caledonia or a 4A Byron or something like that doesn't really throw you into such a tailspin as it did before. Same thing for those 2A teams. If they, were to lose to a 3A team, it doesn't quite eat up your playoff seeding quite so bad. Bulldogs deferred. One that tossed deferred, chose to kick with the wind. I suppose.
Kind of a crosswind here, east to
yeah.
west. Bulldogs are in their all-black uniforms headed left to right across your screen. The Panthers in the white jerseys, maroon bottoms will be headed right to left across your screen.
Right, we have a Bulldog first tonight, groundbreaking event. Isabel Reeve will be kicking off for the Bulldogs. Liam Hepner.
Soccer injury.
Yeah, soccer injury. I was going to say, had a little bit of an injury issue in a soccer game. Well, that was the Ghost kickoff there.
Got to keep it up here, otherwise we got to have the holder.
All right, here we go. Homecoming kickoff in now.
Short kick, middle of the field, fielded by number 12. He goes down right away. Pretty good coverage. Doesn't get much other than a step or two maybe. That was number 12. Oh, good. Their program is out of order.
Was at practice last night, scouting the Bulldogs a little bit, and was not the way the Bulldogs have their kickoff team set up without Hepner in there. That little pop-up kick that Reeve kicks is not the worst-case scenario at all. It's almost like an onside that if you don't get it, you have a little bit better field position. There's a legal procedure on the Bulldogs.
Going to be a false start.
Ooh, legal procedure on the Panthers.
Nope.
They did call it on the Bulldogs.
The Panthers come out there with the wide out on each side and the backs in the eye.
Looks like we have, for the front three, looks like we have stalwarts Raymond and Atkinson on this side. Looks like Dominic Castro gets to start at defensive end on the far side. Aaron Martinez, Aiden Grainer, Nolan Ford, and Henricks are the linebackers from far to near.
Good pickup there. That was number 7 for the Panthers. And his name is Bentley Lujero. Quarterback is Ben Peralt. He was brought down there by Brecken Hellberg. But not before he gets the first down.
All right. So for those of you at home, if you're watching this Pine Island offense, and that when they get in this I-backs, they get a few different sets. When they get in this I-backs, though, they're going to follow that fullback about 90% of the time. Wherever that fullback goes, they're going to go. And that fullback, number 11, Aiden McDaniel, is a senior. He is a put-together dude. He looks like he is going to be a load lead blocking coming through that line.
Yep, and that's safety Brecken Hellberg again with the tackle there.
All right. Your live stream, your homecoming live stream, brought to you by People's State Bank in Plainview. I know they got a couple other locations too, but I don't have it right in front of me. All right. Panthers in that I-backs formation.
Linebacker Hendricks comes with the pressure. Another hole up the middle. Block in the back there, no call. Brought down by Eidenschenk and Hellberg.
That appeared to be, I didn't see, I was talking about People's State Bank, that almost appeared to be a little bit of a counter where they didn't follow the fullback on that one. And he went back to that, cut back to the strong side, and then on that inside zone, it's always hole or back. The Miller report can probably attest to that. All right, here they are in the I-backs. Fullback right, play to the right.
Nice play there by Aiden Grainer.
Aiden Grainer is going to get the tackle for Short loss.
That's
A
Lou
2
Harrow
yard
again
loss.
with the carry for the Bulldogs.
He's been. I think he's carried every time. I think Lou Harrow has been the offense since we started this game. I mean, granted, that's about 4 plays ago. 10 minutes left on the clock. Pine Island had the running game going. Aiden Grainer gets a nice tackle for loss on 2nd down. Nice through on a blitz. And okay, so let's keep an eye on that fullback. It's like plays. Oh, the fullback gets the carry. He's a rumbling.
Brought down
Little jab step, fullback counter.
Eidenschenk and sophomore Nolan Ford on the tackle.
Little dance move out of the fullback before he takes that handoff in the left gap between the center and the guard. Looked like he came through the A, maybe through the A plus, almost a B. Take a look here. Pine Island putting together a very workmanlike drive against the Bulldogs here in the opening sequence. All right. Plays going left.
Tailback Lajero again here. Makes it through, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Panthers.
I can almost hear the iPad screaming upstairs as the defensive coaches in the booth are dialing up that play to check the blocking scheme on that. There will need to be an adjustment made. All right, on for the extra point, number 6.
That's Abraham
Snap
Ferber
is good.
Jr.
Low line drive. I think he missed it. Yeah, he missed that wide left.
All right. So a little bit of a break there for the Bulldogs as they failed to convert on the point after.
One of the great mysteries of not being at a game live, and sometimes depending on where you're sitting at a game live, sometimes it looks like they made it and they didn't. And sometimes it looks like they didn't and they did.
Again, Coach Brighton mentioned already, special sponsor tonight, People's State Bank of Plainview. Get to know free Kasasa cash checking at People's State Bank. Earn a 5% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 and 0.01% on balances over that. At People's State Bank, there are no minimum balance requirements or fees, and a monthly qualification cycle. Qualifications apply to earn rewards. To learn more about free Kasasa cash checking, go to peoplestatebank.com. That's peoplestatebank.com. Member FDIC.
And if you are going to give that Kasasa a goog, that's a K. It's kind of like Kansas with no ends. With no ends. Only one end in Kansas.
All right, back deep for the Bulldogs is number 5, Nolan Welke. He's flanked on either side by Aaron Martinez and Parker Maddie. Aiden Grainer up in the middle.
All right, we'll see that Bulldog offense. Now, it's been kind of a week-to-week thing here. The Bulldogs have kind of ridden that power T, but they also have not been afraid to start the game in more of a pro set, more of an I-back, similar to what you're going to see out of the Pine Island Panthers. So we'll see what offensive coordinator Mike Nielsen has up his sleeve. All right.
Kicker again is Ferber, a junior for the Panthers.
Drive deep to about the 15. It's going to stay in bounds. Is that Maddie or is that Welke? Welke's got a little room. He's going to be up to about the 35. We'll call it the 33. Bulldogs will start there. We'll see some familiar names in the backfield.
Martinez,
Grainer.
Welke, and Grainer. Welke sat out the last game leading rusher for the Bulldogs
Yep.
so far this season.
Yep. Had a little bit of an injury back this week. So we should have Welke, Grainer, Martinez in the backfield lined up behind Henricks. We'll see what we get for a formation. Offensive line, let's see what the Panthers come out with. Looks like a modified
44.
4-man front.
Oh, we're going to have a penalty as Martinez gets the first carry for short loss.
It was hard to tell when I was looking at that because it looks like that far defensive tackle is awfully far off the ball. I didn't know if it was like a modified 5, what they had going on there. but
Oh,
well, clapping on the other side. It must be against the Bulldogs. What'd they call there?
I was not sure.
Illegal procedure, I'm sure.
It
Appears to be a
is-
hold.
No.
Or a personal foul.
Maybe a hands to the face.
Yeah, might have been a hands to the face. Offensive face mask, something quality like that. All right, so the Bulldogs, first in a little while here. So, I don't know if do you have anything on your clipboard for a first and 25? What do you got for a play there?
Probably, but it's probably on about the third page, and you're hoping you don't have to turn to that page. All right, we see the same set from the Bulldogs. Same set of backs. Tight ends again are Maddie and Haley. Hendricks under center.
The handoff, that's a good carry.
Welke gets about 4 back.
That would have been a great football play had it been first and 10.
All right, as it
At
is now,
some-
now we're going to have second and about,
A while.
yep, second and 22, maybe?
Yeah.
Oleg's got it at second and 20.
Mr. Oleg, a little more pessimistic than you, Mr. Matty. He's got it at 20. Oh, he changed it to 22. He must be listening to live stream over there.
Oh.
All right. So we got 1, 2. It is a modified 1, 2, 3, 4 because they got a Mike linebacker over the center, and he's backed way up off the center. Here's
Welke
Welke
again.
to the edge. He's going to get almost no. Yeah, we got a kind of a modified 5 front. I think they got, looks like those defensive tackles are head up over the guards. They got what appears to be a linebacker of some kind. I think it's that number 11. See the fullback? Yeah, he is the fullback. He is he's got his hands on the ground, but he's backed up off the center. I don't know if he's reading which way the center blocks and then following that. Let's take a look at where these defensive ends are. They kind of moved them around on film. Let's see where they are today.
All right.
Ends appear to be C-gap ends. That would make our linebackers D-gap backers. Here comes outside linebacker on a blitz. Got a little room. There's a gap there. Closed pretty quickly for the Bulldogs. Aaron Martinez on the carry. Bulldogs are going to face a 4th and 15. I would assume we'll see the punter. As an incredible hometown apologist, if it would have been 1st and 10 back there, that was a very usable drive. You know what I mean? Because we're inside of 5 from the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Thanks for that.
Welke's back to punt, taking over punting duties for the afternoon. Not a bad kick. That's Saylor back to
I would
return.
have liked to have seen him get rid of the ball a little bit quicker.
Ford there.
Ford there
Holds him
gets
up.
a little help
Drew
from
Raymond.
Drew Raymond
Cleans
down to
things
clean up the mess. Good job, Nolan Ford. First one down there for the Bulldogs. Sophomore, gonna get some real time
We might get
tonight.
some more yardage here. I see a yellow flag midfield, and we had a Bulldog player getting a little slow off the field. I think we might have.
And that is number 58. Nolan Ford is coming off the field. That means we are gonna see, I would assume,
What do we got going on here? They're gonna.
get some sort of substitution going on here. Coach Winger's getting everything working here. If Ford is off, that
Personal foul against the Bulldogs.
really, I would say Fisher Dietrich in at inside linebacker for Ford there on the right side of the defense, left side of the offense.
Did not see what happened there.
Did not either. All right. There's a 30 yards in penalties and 2 hankies.
Yep.
You're not good. That's not good. That if you put that in your Google, it'll come up bad. All right, here we go. Bulldogs in their familiar 3-4.
Pitch comes out here near side.
Had a hold on the defensive end here. We saw his jersey just really stretch. So
Hendricks and I believe Dietrich in on the tackle there. Sophomore Fisher Dietrich, number 27. Gain of 2 for the Panthers. It was number 7 Lucero again on the pitch.
made some trade up in the game for the Bulldogs. Looks like we've moved Raymond inside and put trade up out here on the edge. Another sophomore getting some time. Bulldogs do a good job against the run there. It's going to be 3rd and about 5, maybe 6. I would call it 3rd and 6.
Dietrich's, Maddie, and Hendricks getting off the bottom of that pile.
For all you kids watching at home, I would encourage you. Mason Tradeup's quite a football player, but I would not encourage you to emulate that stance. Kind of like Randall McDaniel, Hall of Famer for the Vikings, also would encourage no football player to emulate his stance.
All right, first 3rd and long, and see how the Panthers. Again, a pitch play to Lucero.
Oh, Bulldogs
Grainer right there.
Good job.
Martinez broke through the line there.
Bulldogs seem to have settled down. This is a bizarre no man's land now that Pine Island find themselves in. They're on their own side they're on the Bulldog side of the 50. 4th and 5. Get stuffed on the last 2 plays.
Have not gone to the air yet.
Have not gone to the air yet.
We are going to send Welke back to deep to receive.
I would, if I was Coach Winger right now, I'd be telling everybody to back up 6 inches.
He's going to have to come up here.
Yeah, they're not showing punt at all. Let's see what we get. We might get a long count, hard count. No, we're going to get a little fullback dive, and that's going to get swallowed up for a loss. Bulldogs will take over at downs, almost at midfield.
Raymond and Hendricks do a nice job of sniffing that out, taking down the big man there,
Second defensive stand for the Bulldogs seem to have settled down a little bit. Let's see if we get a similar result out of the Bulldogs if the offense settled down a little bit, see if we can crank out a couple of first downs.
Interesting play call there. Surprised they maybe try to go on 2 and see if they get these Bulldogs to jump and then run that blast. But nonetheless, it's going to be Bulldogs.
It wasn't even really blast.
It wasn't blast.
The fullback dive.
Yeah, dive take, yeah.
Yeah, dive, whatever you want to call it. It was fullback, be your own blocker. And there was too many. There was too many of them. Hey, we had a couple of barn burners last night in the area. Doriota and Caledonia duking it out all the way to the end.
Caledonia came from behind in that
Yeah.
one. Fell behind, I believe, 6-0 to half, 13-0 at some point in the second half.
Yeah. That is an interesting stat. I feel like when I watch the scores week to week that in this part of the state, we have a lot more parity, I think, this year than we've had other years. We have some really good teams.
Well, Caledonia is very good. Chatfield's very good.
Caledonia is as good as they come. Stewartville is as good as they come.
But you got a Doriota team who's beat Lourdes. Lourdes getting some votes in 3A.
Right.
Doriota, 2A school.
Right. You got Fillmore Central, getting ranked 3rd down there in 1A.
You got 3 teams in the top 10 in the state in our region, or in our
in probably
conference.
A 50-mile circle.
In Caledonia, Chatfield in 2 and 3 spot,
Right.
and then Cannon Falls in the 10 spot
right.
that moved down to 2A this year. And you got Stewartville in, I think, the 3 spot in 3A.
And Caledonia put a little bit of a thumping on Cannon Falls last week. Yeah, that section, that 2A section is going to be wild. I bet Cannon Falls is glad they're up in that metro section. There's a quarterback sneak for about 5.
That's a good first down play there for the Bulldogs. Good yardage.
They didn't get a chance. They still got that modified nose in there. They got that linebacker snuck up right over the center. I think they do. I think it's a different kid, though.
I think 11 pulled himself after that last carry. Saw him tapping his helmet. Yeah, he's up in the 2-point stance in that position.
Yeah, it's the same formation, different player.
Welke gets strung out. It's going to end up being a loss of about 3. He's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage.
That play has got to go inside the tight end on that play, and that bounces out. That's the line. That is the running back against a lot of people with the wrong color jerseys.
Noah Eidenschenk in at tight end.
So Bulldogs looking at a 3rd and 9.
Again, still in that weird part of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, you get 6 on this carry. What do? You know? Oh, not very much time to throw.
Oh, got it, hands all over him. No call.
Going to be a no call there.
He's looking for Carter Haley, a junior receiver, or excuse me, tight end.
Not super surprising in a high school game, but that one could have easily has come out as stayed in.
It's pretty good. It was good defense there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying from a sparring standpoint.
Yep.
Stays in the pocket, you're okay with it. It comes out, I'm okay with that too.
Yep. All right,
Okay,
so now
so 4th down here.
Welke.
It's like Welke's going to be back to punt.
Don't hate this idea either, trying to
we
maybe
had-
flip the field, especially after that last defensive
We had
stand.
a lot of pressure on the ball last time we punted. I'd like to see Nolan get rid of that ball a little bit quicker. You know what else I'd like to see? I'd like to see some people following this broadcast on Monday walk themselves down to the People's State Bank, sponsors of this homecoming stream. Big shout out to them. Thanks to them. Member FDIC.
Yeah,
I don't
second-year
have the
sponsor.
script. I don't have the script right in front of me, so I can't go
Yeah,
through the whole
second-year
Kasase gig.
sponsors. They sponsored a game last year. We appreciate that support. Those sponsorships are sold through the Bulldog Nation Foundation auction that we have each spring. So any of you prospective business owners or company CEOs who are wondering how they can sponsor a Bulldog football game, you get your butts down to that Bulldog Bulldog Nation Foundation auction.
What if you're the CEO of Prestige Worldwide, aka Blaine Miller Industries? What would you do then? Would you donate some?
I'd show up, warm up that shoulder, and hold that number high and proud.
I don't think he's paying attention. He's not quite as attentive as the Simon Report is. Yeah, Blaine Miller running the camera tonight, people. So if you have any trouble with the camera angle, that's B Miller at. All right, Bulldogs lining up the punt. Welke back, had a good punt last time. Held on to the ball a little long. Pine Island really had a lot of pressure on the ball. See if he gets rid of it a little quicker.
Sailor back deep, end over end kicks,
Low
going to get a
drive.
bounce.
Sailor deep.
Martinez up in the
Bulldogs
coverage.
down in coverage. Good coverage by the Bulldogs. If they do finish it. So the Panthers are going to start about the 22.
All right, so if the Bulldogs are going to be in good shape here, if they can have a similar defensive stand than they did the last possession.
Right. Yeah, Bulldog defense seemed to really settle down. I don't know, other than moving junior Drew Raymond to the inside from the edge. I don't know what adjustment other than that. Maybe a key on that fullback, something like that. But
65.
Gavin Stodiker, I believe.
Gavin
that is.
Stodiker. Yep.
Yep, that is Gavin Stodiker.
Going to be a run up the middle.
Linebackers did a good job closing that up. There was an initial gap, so he gets a surge of about 3 or 4, but that is all he got.
That was Ford and Grainer, sophomores in on that tackle. Some hard-nosed sophomores there,
Active.
play a lot bigger than their size for the Bulldogs.
I was just going to say we got some real active inside backers all the way through this Bulldog program. You go all the way down. If you go to a JV game, you go down and watch those 9s and 10s, you'll see some real active inside backers down there. And a lot of it is the scheme that Coach Wingert has in place, but a lot of it is the attitude that those inside backers have, that it is absolutely their job to make the tackle when the D-line clears
That's a
it
good
up
defensive play again there by the Bulldogs. Atkinson and Raymond in the middle doing a nice job of stacking things up.
That's going to put us at about 4th and 8, 7.
Yep.
something like that.
67 was that trade up.
67 is Mason trade up,
Yep.
yes.
So trade up Raymond Atkinson across that front line, along with 52.
Which is Damon Corfitz, another
in there.
sophomore getting a chance today.
All right, let's see. We're in the shotgun here. Lucero off to the side, fakes the pitch, drops back. Bulldogs do a nice job of getting through the line.
That to me is a little, I don't want to tell anybody their business, but it's a little ill-conceived from the 25. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Look to have a
Opening for just maybe a split second there.
All right, so we are going to see a 4th and long. Welke
I
again
thought
back.
that was fourth down. That was third down?
That was 3rd down in
Oh,
that pass play.
that was not an ill-conceived play. That I thought you were looking at me weird. I was doing some highlighting.
Well, I was, but it didn't have anything.
I was looking at my stat sheet and doing some highlighting, and all I looked up was that that Panther coming off tackle, and I thought,
Now, here's
that's
an
interesting fake punt.
Here's an interesting thing that just happened here. I believe that's either the 2nd or 3rd timeout already for the Panthers. They take it with 5 seconds left in the quarter. I don't know if we were, if the I didn't see if the back judge had his hand up to indicate that they were under 5 seconds
Yeah,
on
I
the
don't
play
know.
clock. But with 5 seconds left in the quarter, Panthers take that timeout. So at least their 2nd timeout of the half.
Yeah. Scorer's table, you got keeping track of timeouts over there or not? Keeping track. No, that's 2. We were wondering if it was their 2nd or. Oh, look who decided to
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah, Little Red Dairy in the house.
Little Red Dairy.
Yeah.
He said he's been here for 10 minutes. He's a reverse Houdini. He sneaks in.
The redheaded ninja.
He's like the Red Power Ranger.
All right. So here we go after the timeout. Interesting thing here. I don't believe that's the original punter back there. That's 84, who I won't find his name on this program before ball snap. He's back. He does let it go. Left foot off the left foot. Welke over. Going to catch it on the fly. Got the sideline, and he's out at the 30.
Pretty decent punt from number 84, Landon Lowry.
Landon Lowry, thank you for that. Need a spotter for just the program
For the
tonight.
program. I don't know who prints these programs
I do.
for us,
I do.
but you would think that they would have enough Excel common sense to do a little sort by number.
Do we have Excel?
We could do Google
Google
Sheet.
Sheet it.
You could Google Sheet it, then we do it right on our phone. I mean, it's a complex technological task.
More like your dad every day.
Mr. Flatham, I bet your money clip is empty because you're also a day late. So that means you're $1 short.
You got paid yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, sort of.
All right. Again,
Monday's my payment day of the month, so sort of.
I'm going to just take a quick second here again to thank our sponsor, People's State Bank of Plainview. Get to know free Kasasa cash checking at People's State Bank. Earn 5% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 and 0.01% on balances over that. At People's State Bank, there's no minimum balance requirements or fees in a monthly qualification cycle. Qualifications apply to earn rewards. To learn more about free Kasasa cash checking, go to peoplestatebank.com. That's peoplestatebank.com. Member
FDIC.
I
Wayne
s-
Miller.
I see the Bulldogs are
Why
going to
you
be taking over at
sweating
the 30.
like that? You been dancing? You been dancing like Napoleon Dynamite?
Feel like it.
Today would have been your golden opportunity to sport a pair of shorts, maybe.
Yeah, I should have done that now.
All right, so we'll flip the field on the quarter change.
Yeah, that was a good return by Welke
That
on
was
a
a nice
pretty
return.
decent kickoff the left foot of, what was? Lowry.
Landon. Is it Landon? Yeah, Landon.
Lowry.
I thought just out of the corner of my eye, I thought it was LAU, and I was going to apologize for calling him Landon, but it is indeed Landon. All right, Bulldog offense. Ball gets whistled into play.
Welke,
Offensive
Martinez,
line
and Grainer back
comes
in.
up, gets set. Power T by the Bulldogs.
Handoff goes to Grainer. He got a little bit of room. Going to pick up a couple.
Pick up about 3 or 4.
Let's throw out some names here on that offensive line. We saw Stuart Atkinson on the defensive side. He is in the. Is he in the
He's
center
in the
position?
black.
He's in the center position. I
No,
believe.
he's playing left guard.
Left
Tommy
guard?
Springer is playing center. Left tackle is be Dominic Castro. Right tackle will be Ryan Postier. Right tackle Drew Raymond. Right tight end is going to be Parker Maddie. Look at that. Touchdown run! Bulldogs!
All right. Nolan Welke with the big run
Thank
there
you,
off the right
Atkinson
side.
family. Yeah, Parker Maddie, that right side, we were just listing some names. Postier, Raymond Maddie, Spring,
Welke.
little student body right with Welke behind the backs, gets the corner. We got somebody hooked that we weren't getting hooked previously, and then it was off to the races.
All right. On to kick is Isabel Reeve.
That's going to change our trivia question on the total yards for Nolan Welke. Now we'll have to get an update on that before next week. Isabel
Good
Reeve
kick.
is up and good.
Hey!
Money.
Nice
Good
kick
job,
there by
Isabel
Reeves. Give the
Reeve.
Bulldogs the lead 7-6.
First time female kicker kicking off. First time female kicker, extra point. I'm pretty sure in a varsity game anyway. If you know otherwise, anybody out there in Bulldog land, live stream land, Dinger, if you're up and at 'em at all, if somebody knows.
Dinger sleepy.
Congratulations to the Dinger family, by the way, in order. All right, so the Bulldogs will kick off. Bulldog offense settled down, or Bulldog defense settled down. Started playing like the Bulldog defense we've come to expect the last few years. Offense settled down a little bit there, moved the ball. Got a little shot of gorilla juice, maybe a little shot in the arm from Welke's punt return.
Yep, absolutely, and a big run up from Welke, and I think that might be the shot in the arm the Bulldogs need in this game. Maybe coming out a little bit flat. It's a Saturday, it's an afternoon game. It's a little bit different for these Bulldogs.
So different. Used to playing 7 o'clock Friday night. Hey, speaking of shot in the arm, you get your flu shot yesterday?
I did.
Atta
Well,
boy.
actually a couple days ago, but yeah.
I used to get a red spot where they put the chip in.
Yep. All right.
Okay, Isabel Reeve's going to tee it up for the Bulldogs. Going to kick. I can't. Is the flag coming straight down the field, or is it
It's
a little
east
bit
to
of
west.
an angle? Yeah, a little bit of an angle. So not really into the wind, but if Isabel kicks the way she did on that first kickoff, the wind will definitely affect that on its hang time. We'll see what she has here, what she's got in store for the Panthers this time. Drives this
Good
one
kick.
a little bit deeper. That's got a
Middle
little
of the
backspin on it. Bulldogs good coverage.
Looks like Nolan Ford there on the bottom of the pile, helped out by Brecken Hellberg and others.
Somebody back here about the 50 from Pine Island really thought that sophomore Fisher Dietrich was going to be a threat downfield because they got after him. All right, there's a nice play up the middle. Bulldog defense stuffs that one out. Oh, he's still on his feet. Still on his feet. Little rugby scrum of their own.
All right, off the bottom of that pile is going to be Maddie Eidenshank and I believe Raymond. All right, Bulldogs getting the defense called in from the sidelines. Peralt goes under center here. Has McDaniel and Lujero in the backfield. Again, up the middle. McDaniel tripped up. See where they call him down, just short of the line of scrimmage. It's going to make it 3rd and short for the Panthers. 57 off the bottom of the pile. 57 is Stuart Atkinson.
All right, let's see what the Panthers dial up here. Ooh, I see we have a new fullback. I was going to say I would give it to that horse, but that horse not in there. As they give it to a different horse, he's going to pick up the first down.
That's the quarterback Keith up the
Yeah,
middle.
Keith.
Got the one of those push plays. Again, the fullback coming up.
Similar to what the Bulldogs do. Very popular in college.
Yeah.
Also, especially on the short yardage. Stuart Atkinson drops off. He's going to get a little bit of a break here on 1st and 10. Shout out to the Atkinson family and BP locally, not internationally. Nice donation to the Bulldogs for every touchdown this year. Very kind of them.
All right.
Ooh, we got a little bit of room on the edge there. Not sure what happened on that far side. Bulldogs had kind of cleaned that C-gap bounce play up a little bit.
That was a sophomore, number 0, Nick Thien, with the carry there for the Panthers.
Do you have in your memory banks, do you have a professional football player that you kind of always knew who they were because they wore 0? I always think of Kenny Burrows. Used to return kicks for the Oilers, wore 00s.
The only one I can think of right now is Swift for the Eagles. Been in the memes and
the meme, whether he wanted to or not. But yeah, it's always kind of funny. There's a few numbers out there that stick in people's minds.
That was junior Gavin Stodecker and sophomore Fisher Dietrich on the stop.
Bulldogs bent a little bit on 1st down, causing a 3rd down here. Again, if you get a play and no gain, you're at that weird spot in the field. Do you punt? Do you go for it? Bulldog defense has been hot. Pressure, play action pass.
Oh. Pass intended for number 1, Owen Harstead. He's a sophomore.
Pretty good coverage by Haley, but a little inexperienced there. He got it caught on the merry-go-round, spinning around a little bit. I also would like him to play the man a little bit more as soon as you look back for the ball. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times on this broadcast. Their feet slow down because they're looking at the ball, and that's where that receiver gets his separation. Okay, 4th and a very manageable here, but Bulldogs have also not been a great. Oh, we got our fullback back in, I think.
Nope, it's not. It's a different
guy again.
Bulldogs bringing pressure up the middle.
Well, the
running back through.
Is that quarterback or running back?
That's quarterback.
Yeah,
Brawl.
Quarterback sneak for about 5.
Henrik gets it. Took it up the center there. We had some pressure coming off our right side, ran right by the play, trying to get to that running back, and the quarterback just kept it up the middle. He might have saw that. He might have given the center a little bit of a tap there and saw that pressure coming.
Saw you had an opening right up the middle and took it. If that is the case, good play by the quarterback, called from the bench, good call by the coach. Both can take credit if they would like to, because neither one of them will talk to me after the game.
Quarterback, 9th grader, who's thrown a couple of good balls.
Yeah.
Has done a nice job so far for the Panthers. Pass deep.
Bulldogs, good protection.
Bulldogs, Maddie in coverage, overthrows, I believe that's Sailor on that far side.
Okay, now.
That wasn't Sailor, was it?
I don't think so. Looks like 3, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is Sailor. Sailor and Maddie matched up most of the afternoon.
S-A-Y? S-A-I?
S-A-I.
S-A-I.
They are
Popeye, the Sailor.
Flipping, I think, to keep Maddie on Sailor.
That's what it seems to be, the game plan thus far anyway. And Pine Island seems okay with it. We haven't seen any motion, any tomfoolery out of that to try and get a different cover.
Peralt drops back again.
And
This
it's
time.
gone. Got a
That
little
bounced.
time.
That bounced.
That's no catch. So 3 incomplete passes in a row. Puts the Pine Island Panthers in a bit of a play calling quandary here. 3rd and 10 of their own doing.
Yeah, they tried that kind of I think we might have had a mixed route there on the Panthers. The Sailor was doing a comeback, and they had the short route doing an out, and they got a little bit tight there on that pass play.
I did not see Sailor's hand come up Randy Moss style, so that's why he didn't go deep.
All right,
did
here
not-
we go. 3rd and 10.
Didn't see the blitz on the Jumbotron.
Lucero off the side's going to get the burst. Good carry there. Forced out of bounds there, Maddie on the tackle. All right, so we had a penalty there. What they call holding. Did you see that? I did not. Lane? All right. We did have a penalty on the play.
It's going to be against the Panthers.
Bulldogs
Is
first.
that the first penalty against the Panthers?
I believe so.
We had a
It's going to be a hold.
bit of flurry of penalties early, and then we've been pretty clean in the second quarter here. That might be our first penalty of the second quarter. Miller report, first penalty of the second quarter?
Yes.
Yes. Cameraman says yes. All right, Panthers come up to the line.
Pulling Hendricks out into the safety position here. They go to the shotgun. Peralt back, a lot of air under that ball. Haley, good coverage.
Coverage. for
Great
Carol
with
Haley.
him. Nice job. Pine Island receiver down on the ground. Might have
Knocked the wind out of him
not
a little
blocked
bit or
wind
something.
falling on a cleat or something.
See a 62 on here anywhere for Pine Island? He's the center. I was going to give him a little.
Bottom, very last one.
Last one, Michael Wilhorn. I was going to give him a little prop. Been doing a good job in there against those historically the Bulldogs put a pretty athletic kid on the nose, and he's been doing all right in there against that.
All right.
Panthers line up to punt for dead on the 50. See what we get here.
Welke back deep again. Has one nice return.
He's going to get this is a chance to return too. Fields it clean.
Gets
Gets
out
past
to his
one.
left.
Stiffs arms number
Pretty
2.
good coverage.
Still on his feet. 3, 4, and 5 are able to wrestle him down. At is that about the 26? Does that look about right?
Number 50, I think, finally brings him down. That is Ben Pike, a senior.
We need a new roster maker. This is
Roster master. Rosterman.
a new rosterman. We need a new rosterman because this is unacceptable. Rosterman giving me a little direct instruction to do the technology myself. I don't know why he's just using one finger to explain it to me though.
I think he said he wanted you to look something up.
Was that what it
Look
was?
something up. I don't know.
Up or off, I can't remember. All right. 6.5 minutes to play. Bulldogs lead 7-6 on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Elgin at the football facility. I would guess if you were in walking or driving distance, you should come down here. It's pretty dang nice out here
Absolutely.
today. Field looks great.
I was out here
Field
early
looks
setting
great.
up, and we had the grounds crew. Kyle Holtz was jockeying the lawnmower back and forth across. Got a nice fresh mow this morning after the rain.
Yeah?
Mr. Bill Ryan out here as well working on the field. Does look good here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, pushing probably mid-80s temp-wise. Just a light breeze to make it feel a bit cooler.
I don't think
And
Blaine
not a
Miller's
single Bulldog with cramps yet.
so far. Knock on plastic. I think Blaine Miller's senior year, we didn't have this much grass on 3 fields left by the end of the year. We had so much mud.
All right, and we
A
got a
procedure
play
penalty on someone.
lined up in the neutral zone.
Zone infraction.
Yeah, and he's still there.
You know what I did
If
not
he
see?
if he knew he was guilty, he didn't.
I didn't see the string come out for the neutral zone infraction. Oh, that's on dodgeball. Never mind.
Yeah, it was that far side, just lined up a little bit over the ball. All right.
Prestige Worldwide, was it your junior year? We played in ankle mud here in the playoffs.
All right, Martinez with the carry off the left side.
Like literal, actual cow yard mud.
Maybe a pickup of 1. Going to give Bulldogs a 2nd and 4.
Johnny Randall in the house. Nope, that's a 7th grader celebrating homecoming. I'm sorry. Got his face painted up down there walking in the bleachers. All right. Welke brings the play in. Second, a very manageable 3+.
Got another sophomore in the game, number 16, Caden Castle here, the near tight end. Believe he is in for Haley. Nice play there. That's number 57.
Tackle for loss.
I believe that's 57. Whose name I have not highlighted yet, so it's going to take me a second.
Carter Sissel on the second column, bottom quarter of the page. Carter Sissel, O-line, D-line,
Senior.
Panther, gets a tackle for loss to really put the Bulldogs in a little bit of a bind from a play calling standpoint.
Run up the middle is Welke.
He's going to get bottled up for 0. It's going to leave a 4th and 7. I would assume we would see Welke back to punt again. 5 minutes left in the quarter. Clock is running down. Bulldogs up 7-6. Plainview, Elgin Millville Bulldog football live stream brought to you by the People's State Bank. This week we have had just a who's who of sponsors the last couple of years, and we are thankful for all of that. So the clock's now at 4:40. Nice light breeze Saturday afternoon here in Bulldog land. Welke back to punt. Hendricks the up back.
High snap. Welke handles it. Good punt.
Another good punt by Welke. Martinez down there.
Right there. Sailor with the return.
Runs out of one tackle, gets pushed out of bounds at about the 40 of the Bulldogs. Pine Island going to set up shop in pretty good field position. Starting to see if we can get some names trotting out there for defense. I see 65, Gavin Staudiker.
52, Damon Corfit's in there. 67, Mason trade up. Drew Raymond still in the middle, number 72.
Drew Raymond, I would assume, is playing the nose.
Martinez, 23 is linebacker. Maddie and
Ford and Grainer on the inside.
Maddie on the far side corner. Near side corner is Haley.
Eidenshank at one safety.
The other safety's rolled up. Hendricks
Safety.
playing that strong safety up just behind the linebackers.
So who is the linebacker then on the other side? Bulldogs have good penetration. That showed a little bit.
Not sure what happened there. That was a little bit of a broken play that results in a 6-7 yard gain for the Panthers.
Mason trade up came clean off the edge, and I think was a little surprised and thought something else was going to happen. Had a chance to blow up that mesh from behind and kind of slipped the clutch a little. Hopefully he doesn't make that mistake again.
Got Ford on that far side linebacker, 58.
Okay, so Ford's the outside linebacker on that. So does that mean we have Dietrich and Grainer on the inside?
No, Martinez is on the outside on this near side. He's rolled up. And then the middle, you've got Ford and Grainer.
Who's the outside backer on the other side? Hendricks.
He's that strong safety position.
Okay, so we're missing somebody then.
All right, another carry there by Lucero, brought down by Maddie.
It's going to be a first down for the Panthers.
Under 4 minutes to go
3.
now. All right, here come the Panthers. Shotgun set here. Pressure comes off the far side. Hendricks, ball in the flats. Incomplete. That was intended for number 6. Simon Trigstead, another freshman. Strong safety blitz there coming with Hendricks. Hendricks is playing outside linebacker.
Yeah, so
Ford in the middle with Grainer. Near side linebacker is Martinez. He's playing up on the, he's rolled up on the line. We got one safety in the middle and 2 corners.
So we're playing with 4 backers.
Yeah. Here comes Hendricks again off the pitch outside of him.
We should still have. That's going to be
Gonna have a flag
in
there
the vicinity
in the realm
of that
holding.
flag is usually on the offense.
Number 0 on the carry. That's Thean, sophomore. So young Panther team here.
Yeah, young Bulldog team and young Panther team. Both teams getting some game experience at the varsity level.
Yep. Yeah, been impressed here so far with the freshman Peralt's play at quarterback.
Yeah. And he's thrown some good balls, and he's had some near misses. We had some good coverage.
All right. Here we go again. I'll tell you what I've noticed here is I think Daniel, number 11 for the Panthers, must have gotten a little bit banged up. Pulled himself off a couple of times, and I have not seen
Him come back.
number 11 come back for the Panthers.
Yeah. Hope he's all right over there. But he was
All right.
he was beating us up on both sides of the ball early.
Bringing pressure again
Peralta
off the far
back
side.
to
Deep
throw.
ball. He's got his
open.
man.
A little too much arm on the sophomore. He had a man open.
Picking on Haley over here on the near side, looking for number 1, Owen Harstead. All right, we got 3rd and 20 from the Bulldog 34-yard line. Big play here. Probably going to need to see those corners with a little bit more cushion here. Can't let those receivers get behind them. We'll see if they move Sailor out to the big side of the field to keep him on the short side.
Corfitz is your other outside backer. Hendricks is the safety.
Okay.
I thought
All right.
Corfitz was down. Had his
Sailor
hand
on the
ground.
far
Corfitz
side,
played
Harstead on the near side. He's
Corfitz.
looking at Sailor, coming back a little bit there. Maddie,
Good
the
tackle by Maddie. He's going to be short. He's going
Mhm.
to make it 4th and about 4. They will absolutely go for it.
Yeah, conceding the under route there, trying to keep him behind the sticks.
Had a little first varsity game action jitters out of outside linebacker Damon Corfitz. Did a good job, but he got caught looking at the quarterback just a little bit and stopped his drop. If he'd have kept going, he might have actually been in the throwing lane of that, and the quarterback would have had such a clean pitch and catch. He would have had to throw it over Corfitz's head to get it there, or right to Corfitz.
4th and 4 from the Bulldog 20-ish.
Quarterback keep again.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Ooh,
They're going to give it.
Are they
Give
gonna
it to him.
Yeah, they gave it to him. It was enough to not have to measure, but it was not enough to have to look twice.
So that was a big play, defensive play there for the Bulldogs. Is going to start off the second half with the ball. If we could have turned them over and put
Now-
some points on the board here with less than 2 minutes left, that would have really helped the situation
We've
out
been
here for PEM.
stung for first downs, I think, 3 times now on a quarterback sneak. I think if we're going to dial up pressure on that 3rd and very short, 4th and very short, it's got to be A-gap pressures to take that quarterback's option of making that little nice move by the Panther. The little jiggy hip out there on the edge. He's in the end zone. Going to leave 2 minutes for the Bulldogs. They'll get the ball back. Pine Island takes the lead 12-7. missed an extra point earlier. Will they kick or go for two?
Bulldogs keep bringing that pressure. They run it inside of the pressure. Got a good block on the outside by Sailor, and I believe it was Lucero.
Yeah, that pressure defense, you have to really got to win your individual battles. Looks like we're going for two. It's like 11 is back in the game for the 2-point play. Wishbone formation, or pack, whatever you want to call it. Blast off the
String it
left
out, string it out. Can they bring him down? They don't.
It just does get in. There was a chance there for a second. They had him bottled up. So it's going to go to 14-7 with 1:50 to play. Bulldog offense will come back out on the field. Your live stream brought to you today by the People's State Bank in Plainview. Also the Bulldog Nation Foundation. All of our sponsors, everything that the people do in this community for the kids, whether it's fine arts, whether it's athletics, whether it's one-act play, any of that. We'd just like a big thank you to all of those people and everything they do for our community. All right. Pine Island takes advantage of a short field, drives it, got a couple of clutch plays on some short downs, had a quarterback sneak for a first down, brought in McDaniel off the sideline for the what I would call a wishbone or maybe a power eye. I think some of the younger coaches would call it pack, going back to the Packers with the 2 fullback set and 1 tailback. Either way, they're able to force it in off the right C-gap, right off tackle on the right side, and it just does get in for the 2-point conversion, which was really important for them, quite honestly, after missing the extra point on their first touchdown. So 14-7 here. We'll see what the Bulldogs have in their pocket with just short of 2 minutes to play. Beautiful day here in Elgin. Fields are turning that nice gold. Little rain this morning, but not really a problem this afternoon. Unless you're running the camera, which seems to be a very, very difficult work as it is causing much sweat.
All right. Bulldogs going to have 1:50 to work with here, trying to put it in the end zone for the half. Get it back at the start of the second half. So we'll see here if they stay conservative, if maybe they open it up a little bit with that pro set that we had mentioned earlier.
Simon Trigstead to kick, number 6.
Short
He's gonna
kick.
drive it short.
It's a good job.
Smart to stop the clock.
Yep, absolutely.
I
That
think
was
about
number
2
4, Carter
two-
Haley.
2 seconds off the clock, I think.
Had he played by the junior there.
Yeah. Bulldog offense comes out. I've had some flashes of real efficiency here. They really have to avoid the penalties, though.
Yep.
Have to avoid the penalties.
Absolutely.
This type of offense can't afford anything backwards.
Well, and junior Alex Hendricks really does a nice job at quarterback. Throws a good ball when he's got time, and it's just sometimes it seems like it's a little slow to develop. They're trying to get those tight ends out to the outside, and
Yeah,
before they can get their head around,
little.
Hendricks is out of the pocket.
Yeah, offensive line needs to step up just a little on that and give Hendricks a little bit more time. Doesn't need a lot more, but that play action.
Martinez with the corner.
Martinez got the corner.
Good speed.
He's going to pick up about 5.
It's a good job. Number 2, number 24
I think there was a lane inside,
for the Panthers there on the stop.
but Martinez bounces it out.
24 is Kruger, a freshman. Number 2 was
Someone.
Alexander Knox, a sophomore. All right, so good gainer there.
Tommy Springer
2nd and
brings
5.
the offensive line up. They get set.
Hendricks goes to Welke this time, the other direction. Welke looking for that corner as well, gets it. Hopefully out of bounds, and we have Laundry on the field,
Yeah, but
backfield.
I would say hold, but it happened kind of in that play out of bounds, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be a hold.
It's a backside here.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's going to be away from the play.
Normally I would say that's always a hold, but it came at kind of a strange time. Let's see what we got. Personal foul against the Panthers.
That's a big break here for the Bulldogs. They're going to get 15 more out of that. It's going to take them across midfield, and they're going to have a minute to work with 2 timeouts remaining.
For those of you that don't have your closed captioning on at home, I was nodding in agreement with your analysis. The referee's still kind of chatting it out, make sure they get everything correct here. Bulldogs are going to get a first down on the penalty.
It was behind the play. I don't know. It could have been a clipping. No, wouldn't have the wrong team. I don't know.
I don't know. Some sort of illegal procedure of a personal nature. You know, maybe there was someone told someone else they ate cheap hot dogs. I'm not sure. Hendricks on the
near
keep.
side, or far side, excuse me.
Runs
Plenty of
through
room. Got to
one
get out of bounds
tackle.
there.
He's going to pick up about 14 yards. The question is, did he get out of bounds?
He did. I didn't see an arm spinning, so.
I think clock is stopped, so he did indeed get out of bounds.
Good job there by the Bulldogs running out their fakes.
Yes.
Brought everyone to the near side. Hendricks squirts out on the other side. Had one man to beat.
Good play call by Nielsen to get. That's about the best counter you can have off of that blast power play up tackle with all those running backs going one way. All the line going in one way, and then quarterback sneaks out the other way. That is the wing T version of said naked boot.
Welke
Welke
cuts
off
it up the
tackle.
middle,
He's
coming
got
back
some
the other
room.
way.
He's in the center of the field, but he's going to be close to a first down. That'll
Quick
stop the
timeout.
clock until they set the sticks. We get a quick timeout by the Bulldogs, or did we? Did we get a
Yep,
timeout?
we
We
got
did
it.
get a
They're on the
timeout
field.
by the Bulldogs. 48 seconds. Very workmanlike. Had a little bit of help from the laundry department to get down into what I would call, well, are they in the red zone? They are in the red zone. I think they're on about the 15. Can get a first down without scoring, but I don't know if it's going to matter with 48 to go.
Bulldogs looking to make the Atkinsons and BP open up the wallet again here for another donation.
Knock on plastic.
Bulldogs getting a very nice donation on every touchdown.
So we start out the season with hot weather games. Then it breaks, and we had some really nice evening weather. We had one kind of a drizzly rain game, and now we have this Saturday game. And if you're the fans, this is a beautiful day for a football game. But if you got all that gear on, some of those big boys down in those trenches, they're getting a little warm. They might want to switch into a dry T-shirt at halftime.
All right, coming out here of the timeout. Bulldogs go headed right to the line. Scrimmage. Welke, Grainer, Martinez in the backfield. Tight ends are
All right.
Haley on the near side, Maddie on the far side. Quarterback under center, who is Tommy Springer. Hendricks hands it off to Martinez. Gets a good stiff arm, goes down there. Get another quick timeout there. 42 seconds remaining in the half. I believe that's the second timeout of the Bulldogs. So we've got 2nd and 9 here. Bulldogs have plenty of time to get 2 plays off. Probably going to call 2 in the huddle.
Oh, for sure.
Come on, we have not yet seen the Bulldogs go to the air.
I think we did have one. We had a little,
Oh, that's right.
little
We
in
did
the
have a
flat down here, a little incomplete pass. I think the Bulldogs, even if with 2 in the huddle, even if they don't go out of bounds, I think they can get 2 plays off here if they hustle. Ball,
Short
clock
field here
will-
on the near
clock will
side.
start on the snap.
Again, we're sticking to that power T. Welke, Grainer, and Martinez. The backs left to right as you see it. Hendricks
There's a
squirting
pass.
out, looking for Haley again. There's the
There's
penalty.
a flag, 37 on the clock. I'm going to say that defensive back, in his brain, took the flag, not the touchdown.
Yep. And I believe Hendricks
Hendricks
is a
is
little
down.
slow getting up here.
So I would guess we will have Fisher Dietrich out to take a snap, because once the trainer comes out, coaches come out, we're going to have a player change.
Well, we're going to have the ball at about what? It's going to be half the distance, so we're going to be at the 7
Right.
with a fresh set of downs. I think you maybe even clock it here to
That's what I was just going to
get
say.
Hendricks back on
That's
the field.
what I was just going to say. Take it, clock it. Don't take a knee. Clock it.
Yep.
And then
Oh, they got confirmation. Hendricks able to come off as his helmet came off at the discretion of the trainer.
I'm confused. I'm confused on that.
Should be first down.
Yeah, it should be first down, yeah. Oh. Well,
Short gainer there is number 23 Martinez.
maybe it's not an automatic first down in high school. Pass interference, automatic first down in high school? Apparently not, since it's 3rd and 4th and very short. Oh, they're going to call the first down. So we're going to have 1st and goal, 30 seconds to play. Looks like the Bulldogs are about the 3.5, maybe the 3.
Clock running.
Clock running. Time to get on our ponies here, Bulldogs. Even if you...
Hendricks up the middle.
There's going to be a little rugby scrum of the Bulldogs' own. I think he...
Short.
It's going to be short. Get up on the line. Get set right away.
Timeout.
Oh, they called the timeout. Okay.
That play took a little bit longer than
I
they'd
think
like.
They would have liked, yeah.
Still got time for 2 plays as
I
long as the
really
first one is a pass.
Okay, Blaine Miller, you're younger than me. Where's the ball on what yard line over there?
He's on the 3.
At about the 3? Because the clock has him on the 1. Clock's got him on the 1.
Yeah, I'm just looking
Yeah,
at
if you look at
yard
the if you look
marker.
at the near side ref over here, he's about the 1. I love the crown on this field. Old school football field, big crown. I love it. But from a booth standpoint, it does make your depth perception weird when you're looking across the field to see where that ball is spotted on that far sideline. So, can't really tell. Kevin Kyle Holtz might have mowed the goal line a little better than I wanted him to. A little hard to see from here. Put it this way, it ain't far, but there also ain't much left on the clock, and there are exactly 0 timeouts remaining, I think, on both sides.
I wouldn't mind. You know what I wouldn't mind seeing here is the fake keeper. Hendricks puts his head down, pops up, hits a tight end that's sneaking out. Those outside corners
little Tim
come
Tebow.
crashing down, trying to back up the pile, and you hit the tight end in the back of the end zone.
Little Tim Tebow. Sneak to no sneak. The double fake sneak annexation of Puerto Rico.
Hendricks with the keeper, jumps up. Carter Haley with the touchdown. What a catch!
What a call, Coach Motti. What a call. Nick Matty on the call.
That was a net.
Just like he's inside Coach Nielsen's head, sending messages, microchip to microchip.
That was a nice pass, nice placement of that by Hendricks, and a nice grab by Haley,
Yes.
keeping a foot down,
Yep.
catching it going to the ground out of bounds.
1 foot in high school is all you need. Isabel Reeve on to tie it up here. Here we go, extra point. High snap.
Up
Steps
and
down, that's good. All right, so Bulldogs will kick off.
Nice job there
5
by
seconds
Eidenschein. Gets
here.
a tall snap down quick for Reeve, and she puts it right through.
Here's what we don't want. We do not want any chaos on our special teams play here. We got to go into halftime tied, getting the ball back at halftime. We don't need some sort of hanky-panky return for a score, anything weird on that. Just kick it and cover it.
Yeah, we mentioned a couple times Bulldogs deferred will receive the football starting in the second half.
Just kick it and cover it. Ooh, little box elder bug. Get Nielsen pest control up here for that one. Nielsen touchdown pass on that last one. Good call by Nielsen. It was Carter Haley was. You hear this a lot, but he was almost a little too open.
No.
Hendricks has pressure on him, throws a nice ball, floated it a little bit, but he was so open the corner couldn't recover.
I think sometimes it's hard when you're faking there. You get that ball tucked. It's tough to get a good grip if
Get
you're a
it back
quarterback.
out, yeah. All that play actioning.
Reeve in the
Reeve
middle of the field.
drives one to-
This is gonna end the half, barring penalty.
2 seconds left. Pine Island come out and throw a
Oleg
deep
with
ball.
quick fingers over there gives them 2 seconds.
Hometown clock keeper leaves 2 seconds on the clock. Is he the same guy that made this roster out of order?
I gotta think that the Bulldogs gonna pull Hendricks out of that strong safety. He's up back, right behind the backers. Probably gonna have him back a little bit.
Yeah, either that. Yeah, they'll go some sort of deep cover 4 here, I would guess.
Hendricks and Eidenschein are your safeties. Almost a nickel look here because you got
Yeah,
Hellberg in.
I would guess your corners are going to be, corners are about 10.
Inside.
Inside handoff. This is going to end the half.
Hellberg with the stick.
All right, we'll go to halftime, tied up at 14. Shout out to the People's State Bank of Plainview, sponsoring the first half of Bulldog football. You know what else they're going to do? Sponsor the second half as well. We're going to send you off to some halftime enjoyment. We're going to get some water down our throats, and we'll be back in the second half.
All right, welcome back to the second half here of the Bulldog homecoming game. Bulldogs are locked up with the Panthers of Pine Island, 14-14. First half, Bulldogs had
They found those shoes down.
All right. Sorry about that. We had a little temperature issue here with the iPad mic. We are back for the second half. It's locked up 14-14. What you saw there was a deep kick by Pine Island into the end zone. Going to get it back out at the 20 as Welke let that one head into the end zone. Scoring for the Bulldogs in the first half. Nolan Welke with the long run. Carter Haley with a short pass reception for the 2 touchdowns, and Isabel Reeve with
2 conversions.
Bulldogs sticking with their power. T-backs, Welke, Grainer, and Martinez. This time it is Martinez with about a 1 yard, 2 yard gain.
1 or 2. Need to double that on first down. We gotta get 4 yards on per down, because then you're getting a first down. I'm no math scientist, but 3 times 4 is 12, I think. Last time I checked. They changed that. They changed that to metric or something there, Jimmy Carter. We had some metric talk last week, too. Or 2 weeks ago now. Has it been 2 weeks since we've been on here? No, it was last week.
Last week.
It was last week. That was right. All right, Bulldogs come up to the line. Get set.
Welke this time cuts it up center.
He's going to be
just short. He cuts that distance in half, which is what you like to see there on second down.
Now we got to convert. I'd like to be 3rd and 2, but 3rd and 4 is definitely manageable. It'd be interesting to see what the adjustments would be. I would say they're going to be pretty small. I see 11 is back in right over center again here to start the second half. I don't know what his sideline regimen was to get back in the game, but apparently he accomplished it in the 12 minutes he had. Hendricks back to pass. Little misdirection.
Sheds one would-be tackler. Nice run right out to midfield.
Yeah. Little throwback to Bill Erkey, the little Statue of Liberty play. And just like the Statue of Liberty of old, you usually run through one ankle dive in the backfield, and then it's just as fast as you are compared to whoever's fast on their side. It's a sprint to the first down. In your memory, Blaine Miller, who would you say is the best statue runner you've seen?
Definitely Groby.
Groby?
I would say.
Nice thing about the statue, not about power.
Hendricks
about
with the
pure
carry.
Speed.
Picks up 3 on first down.
I was going to say my best statue runner, I would probably say it was probably either Joe Swen or Scott Matke, just because of the pure speed of them. I would put Grove Ross up on the pretty high on that list too, but both Matke and Swen a little bit faster for the pure sprint. Yeah, a little bit faster. All right, Bulldogs come up to the line, 2nd and 6. Power T.
Hendricks again with the keeper.
Quarterback keep. It's going to pick up about 1 or 2.
3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs
3rd
here.
and 5.
Pine Island 43-yard line. Welke trying to get that edge, gets strung out,
Giving a
gets
lot
back
of
to the
ground.
yard of scrimmage.
Run 6 yards to pick up 1.
Earlier we saw the Bulldogs take advantage of this and taking advantage of this situation and flipping the field on the Panthers. Be interesting to see here if they go for it on 4th.
Yeah. Again, that, we've said it before, it's that weird kind of no man's land around the 50, especially you're running that power running game. Hendricks coming out with the play. That to me would indicate that we're probably going for it, but Hendricks also is the up back on the punt team, so Welke not dropping back. Bulldogs are going to go for it on 4th and 5. First clutch moment of the second half.
Early there. We got a timeout there by Pine Island, though.
Ooh, let's see what we got. Timeout, White. I'm going to actually write that down. What are you looking for?
I'm seeing if our iPad's cooled off yet.
You ever have that happen to you in the boat on your music or your
Yeah.
iPad?
Oh, yeah.
Or your iPod or your
About
phone
10,000 degrees.
It's like, ooh, I put that in the shade for a little bit. Pick it up and it's like a soft potato chip that's kind of bendy. All right, we have the successfully changed from one Steve Jobs product to another one. Is the thing going up and down? We got noise?
We got noise.
Okay, all right.
A lot of noise.
Timeout Pine Island. Bulldogs looking at a 4th and 5, we're going to call it.
Yeah, they came out looking like they were going to go for it.
And
Pine
then-
Island called a timeout.
Right at the snap of the ball, Hendricks looked like he was maybe going to pass.
It's hard to say that Pine Island was bringing some pressure. I think it was that deep man who came up, and if he wasn't going to return, he was going to come.
Right. All right, so here come the Bulldogs, fresh off a timeout.
It's number 60 for us. Oh, it's Buster. That's Buster. Setting up, looking like they're going to go for it again here.
Be interesting to see how much Hammond and Hahn went on the sideline, if they changed the play, if they stuck with the play, or what they did. Oh! Pressure up the gut by the Pine Island Panthers. Tackled for a loss. We'll see that Bulldog defense. Junior Tommy Springer going to have to get those offensive linemen together and chat a little bit about that inside pressure that they're getting.
53, Dominic Castro, late addition here coming off the sideline. Starting with the shotgun look here from Pine Island. Pitch on the outside to Lugero. He's got some time out of bounds, they're going to call him.
That kid's got some speed. He's the one that returned the kick at halftime.
Yeah, he's a senior running back for him. He is pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, and he was going so fast, and he's on that far sideline. I thought he maybe picked up another 5 or 6 that he ended up getting. Thought he was going to be closer to the 30. Here he is at the 38.
Gets it
Inside
again.
give.
A little bit of an option look there. Quarterback left it in there for a long time before he gave it.
Yeah, that was that same play that Mason Tradup got hung up on in the first half, that he saw the mesh occurred and he didn't really know if he should go interrupt or if they were having a moment or what they were doing. If he getting a little welcome breeze in the press box up here every once in a while, starting to warm up. Geez, somebody's mad.
Another pitch here to the outside.
Stumbles, regains his balance. Bulldogs are going to have to do something in that CD gap. This is,
you know, it's interesting. We talked about this, I don't know if it was week 1 this year, and we said how a lot of teams had abandoned the pitch. We didn't see a lot of teams pitching it. They were running to the outside, or they're finding other ways to get it to the outside. This Pine Island team has been doing an awful lot of that, getting it quick to the outside here.
And even that underhand, we used to call, there was the Walsh boys had a series that they ran at Winona State, and I want to say it was like a jet series or something, and it was that basically an underhand pass where you would get the spin and it would get to the outside in a hurry. Inside run, he's going to be in the end zone. That's 0. Nicholas, is it? I think it's Thien or Thine?
I've been saying Thien, but
Thien? Nicholas Thien, then it is. All right. Do you kick or do you go for 2?
Thien. We're going to go with Thien. Miller Report with a
correction
pronunciation. I'm not too proud to say I was wrong. My apologies to the entire Thien family.
This extra point a little better looking than the first one they tried. Up and dead down the middle. Good looking kick by number 6. God, I got so dang many people circled on here. Simon Trigstead. He's a 9th grader. Wide receiver, DB, kicker, Trigstead. I think so.
9th grade?
If it was 6, we about to find out.
Who?
He booted it.
Was 6 the one that gave us the second half kickoff that put it in the end zone? I mean, he's got a little bit of wind in his back, but it wasn't a lot. 6 is out to kick.
All right, again, thank our sponsors, People's State Bank of Plainview, for their sponsorship here of your Bulldog live stream. Currently here in the second half, we've got 142 people on. Pretty nice crowd here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon celebrating homecoming to PEM.
We did not.
PE Empire.
Yeah, we have not got the paid attendance from Scott Flatham yet. Pretty nice crowd for a Saturday afternoon, though. I mean, the weather's nice. Who do the Gophers play today? I think Gophers
had an early game.
Or they're the early game today. Oh, they were playing the Raging Cajuns today. They're probably currently playing the Raging Cajuns.
Welke going to return this one.
Accelerate through the hole. He's going to be up to about the 24, it looks like. We'll see where they spot it. Okay, here comes that Bulldog offense. We had flashes of great workmanlike efficiency, and then we've had some some tackles for loss, some laundry problems, things like that. We'll see what we get here. I saw Coach Melcher chatting up the offensive line over there during that last defensive stand. We'll see if he made some adjustments on that inside gap.
Hendricks versus out there.
11. Aiden McDaniel through the A gap, untouched. Unabated to the quarterback. He was him and two Bulldogs at the moment of the handoff. That has to get fixed. And I'm not sure if they need to tighten their splits up or what needs to happen. Here we come again. Big pressures. Tackle for loss. Bulldogs not handling the Pine Island pressure here in the second half.
It was number
6:20 to play.
number 50 for the Panthers.
Pine Island gets a stop, puts together their own drive, goes up.
Pike.
Shouldn't it be 21-14?
If they made the extra point, should be.
Hey, rosterman. Shouldn't it be 21? Or did they miss what happened? No, it shouldn't be 21-14. This last one, I thought it looked like it went down the middle. Oh, according to the head table, they missed that PAT. I thought it went right down the middle.
All right, Bulldogs call timeout.
Bulldogs' first time out of the half.
3rd and long. It's a timeout. I'm not sure that this one, reading the body language of the Bulldogs, this might not be a scheming timeout as much as it is a motivating timeout out there. Bulldogs a little bit on their haunches here, need to find a little pep in their step, need one good play here to get them fired up.
A little spark, a little bit like the Welke punt return.
Yep.
Gave us a little shot of Gorilla Juice. All right. 5:50 in the third quarter. Bulldogs trail 20-14 on a missed extra point that I get to swear went right down the middle, but I was wrong. Not afraid to admit I'm wrong. Ain't too proud to beg, sweet. Oh, that's a different conversation. Bulldogs are going to come out to a 3rd and 14-ish.
Hendricks under center. Drops back a little bit.
Somebody
ran the
goofed
wrong
up
route.
a little bit of a route there. Somebody was too deep or somebody wasn't deep enough.
Pass is intended for Maddie.
Could have been caught. I mean, they had. He didn't have somebody on his chest, and he had guys open, but they just were a little too close together. Kind of got in each other's way. All right, I would assume we'll see Welke to punt here.
High punt, not long punt.
Not as deep. Welke does not take a Bulldog hop.
He touched it, is what the Bulldogs are implying.
The black and white will talk. And it looks like it's going to be Pine Island ball.
Yep. Close
All
there,
right.
hard to tell.
So let's take a look. We should be able to get a good shot of at least this side of the Bulldog defense and see if we can see either what the change in the blocking scheme is or what the change in the defense has been. That is okay. So we got the Good hard run by the Pine Island back. Looks like they're double teaming the defensive end there, which I believe is Castro.
Grainer with the tackle. It's going to make it 2nd and 5 from the Bulldog 29. Just outside the Bulldog 29.
Yeah. Three-man surface on this side. Shotgun, wing, inside handoff.
Quarterback
Quarterback
keeps
keep. Had him wrapped up, missed him. They do wrap him up for little or no gain. It's going to be a gain of about 1.
Bulldog on the field appears to be Maddie, number 3.
Got a Bulldog down on the far side. Is that Parker Maddie?
It is.
He had was in the meeting today, taping up a couple ankles, and young Matty was drinking himself a bottle of seawater of some kind. And by seawater, I don't mean vitamin C. It was like something you would rinse your mouth out after you got your wisdom teeth out.
Yeah, cramping been a chronic issue for the Bulldogs in general this year.
Matty up on his feet. Make his way back to the Bulldog sideline.
He was playing that far corner there. We'll see
It'd be
who they bring
interesting to
in.
see D-back wise what we get here. I would guess we will see a new safety, and Hendricks will go to the corner.
Yeah, we got Brecken Hellberg comes in. That safety position does look like Hendricks is headed out to the corner.
So Hellberg and Eidenschink the safeties. Hendricks and Haley the corners. There, Bulldogs do a good job there.
I think they got him just shy. It's going to bring up 4th and about 1. Pine Island, no doubt, will go for it again.
Oh, for sure they will go for it here. Okay, now we got to take the sneak away. I mean, you got to take care of that running back, but you got to take the sneak away.
Yeah.
Even if you just walk linebackers up in there and they don't come, you got to take that sneak away. Bulldogs have, it appears from here, looks like we've gone to a 4-man front, doesn't it? Or who's 52 on the far side?
Corfitz.
Corfitz, is he playing backer? He's got his hand on the ground, I think, doesn't he? I think he's playing a 4-man front over there. There's a quick pop pass. Hendricks aside. He's going to pick up the first down. Quarterback wisely, astutely for a sophomore, sees Hendricks giving a pretty good cushion there and just zips one out there. Know he's going to be able to pick up the first down. 3:35 to play. Bulldogs trail 20-14 here in Elgin. Okay, 3 coming in the game. Parker, Maddie. Hellberg comes out. Bulldogs adjust. Ooh, this is a bad snap. Alex Hendricks first to the quarterback. Quarterback wisely falls on it rather than risking a turnover. That would be a drive killer of what has turned into a fairly nice drive for the Panthers here. I mean, they had a good starting field, but they've moved the ball effectively. Yeah, Bulldogs have gone to a 4-man front. I've been embarrassed to say I didn't notice that sooner. But
There's
the
that quick pitch to the
zone
outside.
On the pitch. Bulldogs having a hard time getting penetration on that. I mean, that'll work, but it's a gain of 6. You know, if you don't have the loss on the play from the bad snap, you know, Bulldogs have to get upfield faster on that stretch play. You gotta have penetration to kill that zone play. Stewartville last week put on a clinic on how to get positive yards while on the flank, you know, running that geometric angle, arc, whatever you want to call it. But they are so fast and they get upfield so well. You don't run them out of bounds for no gain. Gun for the Panthers. There's that outside pitch. Fakes it. Wide open. That's is it 2?
That's Sailor, number 3.
Number 3, Sailor.
Pitch both the corner,
26-14.
Maddie, and the safety, Helbert,
So
up.
Last time we missed a extra point.
Or excuse me, Eidenschenk and Maddie both bit on that pitch fake.
A 2-point attempt, which was good. So I would assume, based upon history here, that we're going to see a 2-point attempt again. 11 in the game still. He's been not quite as active as he was in the first half, but he is back on the field. There's that, what I would call power I, wishbone. And there's McDaniel on the carry, and he is in. All right, Pine Island to kick off. They just scored, converted 2-point conversion, 28-14. Bulldogs, a little trouble moving the ball here in the second half. Moved the ball fairly decently in the first half. Put a couple scores on the board. Isabel Reeve converts a couple of extra points. Bulldogs need a little emotional juice here of some kind.
Yeah. See if Welke can provide a little bit of that with a big return here.
Great, and I don't know if it necessarily, and by big return, it doesn't have to
Go to the house.
I think if we just get back out close to midfield.
Yeah.
Now, kicker here. Where'd he go? Number 6. Abram Ferber driving that ball deep. Opening kick of the half went into the end zone. Welke fields his second kick at about the 2, brings it out to about the 22, so negligible difference of letting it go in the end zone. Dead ball in high school, if it goes in the end zone, by the way, automatically comes out to the 20. So we'll see what happens here. Welke deep, along with Maddie and Martinez. Familiar Grainer at the up back. Caden Castle, late substitution to the front line. Little minor confusion on the sideline here. It must have been somebody on that kick return team that maybe is it's maybe getting a drink of water or getting some direct instruction from a coach. Didn't hear the call to arms. All right. So Pine Island will tee it up. Last 2 kicks have gone deep and then some. We'll see what we got here. Oh, there's a little low skidder.
Martinez picks
it up. Tries to get to the middle. Bottled up there at about the 34. Not really sure the strategy of that, if it was on purpose.
No, I would doubt it. I think it was just a miss hit.
This happens that way in high school sometimes.
Yep.
Okay, so here's a question. We have 2 number 6s on our schedule here. We have Simon Trigstead, who's a freshman, and we have Abram Ferber, who's a junior. Well, the real
Pressure comes again.
number
Hendricks
6
back.
Well, the real number 6.
Not
please
enough
stand
time.
up.
Not enough time to get that one off. Look in the middle of the field for Maddie. Good pressure coming right up the middle from Pine Island. Pine Island.
Yeah, Bulldogs they have a problem in there, in the middle, and that they need to fix, and they need it fixed last play. They gotta get that rectified. Hendricks trots out with the play. See if we can see what's going on down there in the pit in that A gap.
Good hard run here. Martinez got some room. Near side. One
Oh,
man
he's
to
gonna
beat.
turn on the Jets. One man to beat. Oh,
to
head
Maddie.
up plays to Maddie. Bulldogs are gonna score. Little razzle dazzle.
Little Robert Smith to Randy Moss-esque.
It honestly was, except for I think Moss was along the sideline instead of to the inside, wasn't he? That brought this crowd to life.
We talked about it. They needed a little shot.
And that was it.
See if they can turn that into some energy on the defensive side of
Yeah.
things.
Hey, can I just say, she's warming up in here. Things are warming up on the field, but she's warming up here in the booth too.
Yeah. You know what?
I know the doctor said I was a beast, but I don't know if I can handle this heat. Or did he say I was obese? I can't
I'll tell
remember.
you,
It was one of
shade
those
is
two.
coming at a premium in here. You may have to take out an loan, and I think I know where I'm going to go if I need a loan.
People State Bank. Remember, FDIC. There's another extra point by Isabel Reeve down the gut.
3 for 3 on the night for that.
Young
Bulldog.
lady.
All right. We just mentioned it. Our sponsor tonight of the Bulldog Nation Foundation live stream is People's State Bank of Plainview.
Do
Get
they
to know
belong to a club? Are they in a club of any kind?
they are. I'll get there in a second.
All right.
Get to know free Kasasa cash checking at People's State Bank. Earn a 5% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 and 0.01% on balances over that. At People's State Bank, there's no minimum balance requirements, fees, and a monthly qualification cycle. Qualifications apply to earn rewards. To learn more about free Kasasa cash checking, go to peoplestatebank.com. That's peoplestatebank.com. Member
FDIC. Here's my question. Is Kasasa Cash the same as like official United States legal tender?
I think you can turn it into that.
Or is it like Mark's Bucks in ninth grade Fayette? Worth exactly 1/1,000,000th of a penny. No, that Kasasa, that's good business. If you do not know what that is, you should look into that because that is a great perk that the People's State Bank offers.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what else we get?
A kickoff?
Nice donation from Atkinson's and BP in Plainview.
All right,
Making a
Isabel Reeve
donation
tees
on
it up.
every Bulldog touchdown.
Isabel drives one.
Number 22 receives it. Pretty good coverage. You're pushing him back to the inside. I think that was that was Eigenschenk. Good contain there, making
That
him
is
come back to the
Soren
middle.
Oberg, number 22, ninth grade running back, unless there's more than 122 on here.
Makes me wonder what are they going to bring for JV, all these freshmen and sophomores on this Pine Island squad.
I think this is their attendance sheet for during the day.
Looks like our roster was made as they showed up. They just put their numbers on the roster.
here-
Tyler Apple, number
mean-
8, was the first one to the field today.
I mean, you got this going for you. It's alphabetical, but that doesn't help us.
All right, let's see if we get a little bit more energy here out of the Bulldogs. Shotgun here.
Outside
Ruggiero
edge
on
play.
the near side's got some room. Still going.
He's going to go to the house, I think. Stumbles. He's going to go to the house.
Oh! They did say it was in. So from the first play of scrimmage,
That's that little off tackle play.
Yep.
I mean, it ain't nothing special.
He's a fast runner, and he is down. He's cramped up there. I think they grabbed his foot.
Okay. I saw he had a little jump at the end. I was like, please don't have him twist his knee.
Yeah. No, that would be an unfortunate way to.
Who's the kicker for the Buccaneers that did that, celebrating a game-winning kick towards the ACL? It was one of the brothers, yeah. It was not Donald Igwebuikwe. Oh, who was the Tampa Bay Bucks kicker that tore his ACL kicking that field goal? He was one of the brothers. Stadium announcer Paul Arsvold going to give her a goog for us.
Got that foot up in the air, like.
Yeah, I think it's just a cramp. I mean, I mean, those hurt.
Yeah.
It's not just a cramp, but from an injury standpoint, as far as was it Bill Grammatica?
He's best known for tearing a knee like
Yeah,
that.
Martine Grammatica's brother, right? It was the Grammatica brothers, Martine and Bill Grammatica, and Bill Grammatica was the one that tore his ACL celebrating a kick.
I'm not calling anybody out, but I don't think that Simon Reports got pulling that one out. That it was one of the Grammatica brothers.
No way. No way. We have upgraded cameramen. But if we get another hot day, if he comes in them jeans again, he's going to be half the man he was by the end. He told me at halftime that he felt like he was cutting weight again. He thinks he's going to make 38 next weekend.
Easy. Stays like this.
He didn't specify what the third digit was in front of the 38, though.
So the Panthers answer.
That was awesome. If you have a chance at home, rewind that Panther anther.
Shut up. All right. So the Panthers answer with a big player they're on after a long run and pitch from Martinez to Maddie for the Bulldogs score on the first play from scrimmage.
Take my water.
Bentley Lucero, I just working them all in there with the long run. That was a heck of a run.
That kid's had a heck of a game.
Yeah, it was really.
He really has.
It's a hard runner, good
Yeah.
speed.
Hit a couple of home run balls.
Yep. It's, Panthers have got some nice young players
They
here.
do.
Up on your Bulldogs.
I've seen some
Currently 21-34, awaiting the extra point.
seen some nice play out of the younger Bulldogs that we've seen today too. But
Some guys stepping up, playing hard.
it feels like the Panther underclassmen maybe have just a little bit more experience than the Bulldog underclassmen at this point.
Well, like we said, 7 here, Lugero getting lion's share of the work done for the Panther offense, but we have seen Aiden McDaniel carry the ball, as well as Tyne, and who else did we see there? Kruger as well, carrying the ball some for the Panthers. He is up off the field, getting a little bit of help there. We wish him the best. Hope to see him back in this one at some point.
Yeah, but not doing what he just did.
Yeah.
I want to see him running hard and having a good game, but I could do without the touchdowns. Personally, that's just me. I'm sure there's somebody out in listening land that's enjoying them,
All right, so we are going to have the extra point
but I'm enjoying
attempt.
them less than they
That
are.
is, we believe, Abraham Perber will get a pair of 6s here.
To answer your question, they seem to be going for two, or for one, for the 1 point conversion. You know you deserve that. You didn't want it, but you earned it. All right. A little bit of a low snap. Kick
Good
is
job by
up.
the holder. Picks it up off the grass.
There, I watched the refs this time. That one was good.
Makes it a 14-point ball game here in Elgin with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Kicking out with his toe.
Switched up this time.
Oh Lord.
All right, I'll tell you what the Bulldogs need to do here.
Score.
They need to wash that last play out of their mind and try to garner any of the motivation that they had after the big
Right.
play from Martinez and
Right.
Maddie. Keep things rolling here.
Exactly. All right, so we'll have Welke deep. That looks like Maddie and Martinez, and Aiden Greener, and Breck and Helberg, and
Hendricks is on his way on the
Hendricks
field.
out there.
Yeah. Brandon Melcher, Fisher Dietrich, Nolan Ford,
27.
Ryan Postier,
Back on that front
and
line.
on that far side, that's got to be Gavin Stodinger over there.
See what we get for a kick here. We drove a couple deep, and we had one skidder. And see what we get.
See who they point this one at. Bulldogs have had big plays from all three of the deep players here.
Right. Maybe they'll give young Greener a chance. Give my kid a chance. There's the whistle. Panther signal there ready. I'm going to drive it deep. Going to skip into the end zone. That'll come out to the 20. Little gust of wind. Feels good on my face, but it's kind of blowing my papers around.
You're good.
I think John Denver said sunshine on his shoulders makes him happy. Sunshine on my face makes me
John
sweaty.
Denver's no.
Hell of a pilot.
All right, so it's going to be the Bulldogs' ball at the 20-yard line here. Welke, Martinez, and Grainer in the backfield. Hendricks under center. Tight ends are Caden Castle and Parker Maddie. Line of Tommy Springer, Drew Raymond, Ryan Postier, Stuart Atkinson.
Fumble on a play. Maybe not. No.
Ryan, did I say Ryan Postier? And I'm missing one lineman.
Should be Drew Raymond on the far side.
I just said that. We got
Said
Raymond, Postier,
You got Castro
Springer,
on the near side.
Castro.
Castro on the near
Dominic
side.
Castro, sophomore.
Stewart and Dominic on the near side. Ryan and Drew on the far side. Tommy in the middle.
I think they're going to let the
Appears to
quarter
be
expire.
the end of the quarter. Is this going to be one of those quality Minnesota weekends where I have my air conditioner on during the day and my furnace on at night?
I hope so. I just hope it's warm enough to dry out some of the firewood in my backyard for tonight. Maybe head out to the orchard and get some cider.
Yeah, I saw that online. Going to the orchard tonight, Blaine? Shake.
You know it.
Ooh. He's outpacing the Simon report. This one talks. A little banter out of the cameraman today.
All
A
right.
couple you know it's yep.
Oh, we got a correction now to Rosemount. It was not Robert Smith and Randy Moss. It was Mo Williams.
Ah.
I'll tell you what, Miller Report, you don't be afraid to correct us. We're winging it up here. I don't want to be wrong.
That doesn't bother us. Hey, Little Red Dairy, how you doing down there? Hot. He's hanging in there. I don't know which Miller is sweatier. The bookends of perspiration today. All right. Oh.
All right. Bulldogs need to garner up some energy here. It keeps getting hotter throughout the game.
That it
as
does.
We've alluded to, but it's I'm sure 10 times worse out there on
Should
that field.
should we go Harry Carey on it and strip down to our underwear?
I
Nobody wants to
wish
see that.
you wouldn't.
Nobody wants to see that. in the heck of a ball game. All right.
Reverse play.
Here's a
Martinez
statue.
nowhere to
go. Swallowed up for
That was
about
a-
an 8-yard loss, looks like. Maybe a little more.
Moving from 2nd and 13 there to 3rd and 20.
A bunch more. All right. Seeing a few umbrellas out here, not for the rain. Feel like if we had some fancy hats, we could maybe run a little Kentucky Derby. We'd get the big horses. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I burped on the air. We get the big horses out and run them around the track. I don't know if we want to see them do a 1.25 miles, but maybe a 50.
Hendricks drops back. Not going to have enough
Nope,
time.
Just swallowed. It's going to be 4th and extra long. I would assume we're going to punt here. Welke will have a pin at his back. If I was Pine Island right now, as close as I have been to blocking a punt, I would bring pressure right now. Because even if you rough the punter or do something weird, even if it's an automatic first down, you still got it. You still have the Bulldogs buried.
I tell you what, I'm at the point of the game, even here, if I'm the Bulldogs, I'm considering
Faking it?
faking it. You got Hendricks there, especially if they're going to bring in the pressure. If you can sneak somebody out in the flats, you got one man to beat back there, Sailor. Goes to Welke. Up,
Nice.
good kick.
Come on.
Oh, gonna roll near midfield. Sailor goes back and
Outkick his
grabs
coverage
it.
just a little bit.
Martinez right there.
has got him wrapped up at
After
about the 45.
Gonna be a return of about 15
Yeah, I was
yards.
going to say, we'll call it 15. Nice punt by Welke. Sailor does a good job fielding that on the fly. If he lets that hit and bounce, the Bulldogs would have successfully flipped the field. Niall Kinnick style. Did we have a...
Bringing in number 18 at safety, Landon Studeker for the Bulldogs. Sophomore. Getting a few subs in here. Maddie comes off as well. Oh, it was Eidenschenk came back in. Studeker for Maddie. And they're loose here again. That's number 0.
And he's going to score.
Nicholas Tyne.
All right, Auburn is up on number 1 Georgia 10-0 with a minute left in the first quarter. Michigan up on top of Nebraska 14-0 with a minute 30 left in the first quarter. Texas up on number 3 Texas up on number 24 Kansas. All right, Oklahoma up 20-6 on the Bearcats of Cincinnati. Florida State wins in overtime. This is last week's, buddy. You got the wrong scores, my friend.
Kick is up and good. It's now 42-21, Panthers over the Bulldogs. Coach Winger gathering the boys over here. Going to talk about what the game plan is going to be for this last 10 minutes.
Colorado loses to USC today, 48-41.
Oof.
That's 2 losses in a row for Prime.
Yeah, but that's not a bad loss there to a number 8 USC team after a throttling they took by Oregon last week.
Right. Texas up on Kansas 10-0.
Is Hunter back for the Colorado yet? Or is he still out?
Doesn't say. All I got is the score. Looking for any other scores of interest here.
Do we do the last night's? We talked about the Caledonia
Yeah, I was looking for
Doriota. Caledonia comes out on top. That one 2013. Elsewhere around the area
Southeast, yeah.
last night. there was Stewartville over Lake City 63-0. Byron over Holy Family Catholic 28-0 in a 4A 3A matchup. Chatfield over Zumbrota Mazeppa 40-7. Cannon Falls over La Crescent Hoka last night 71-40.
Jeepers, what a track meet that must have been. Gophers win today 35-24 over the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. Both teams moved to 3-2.
Lewiston El Toro over Wabasha Kellogg last night 36-25.
That is going to go out of bounds.
And we got that score. And Fillmore Central over Winona Cotter in the southeastern Minnesota matchup there 35-0.
Badgers must be off this week, huh? Won 38-17 against Purdue last week on the 22nd. Then their next game, it says, on the 7th. Coach Oleg, Badgers off this week? All right. 9:58 to play in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs trail 21-42. Bulldog offense trots up to the line. Hendricks under center. Make sure everyone's set. Takes a snap. Hand off to the second back through. Nice run.
Pretty good blocking on the near side here by the Bulldogs, but Welke a little slow getting up here, or he's getting some push-ups in.
You know, they just realized there's someone on the far sideline that yells ball on every play like there's a fumble. And I think it's the student section for Pine Island.
Welke grabbing the back of the leg there.
Probably a cramp, I would hope, as the day warms up and wears on, getting that telltale foot in the air. If he had felt it pop and tear, they wouldn't have his foot up like that.
Let's see who the Bulldogs are going to bring in to spell Welke. I don't believe we've even had another player in it.
Yeah, we've had the same running backs the whole game, and I guess as if we scan the roster,
they got Ford up, but he's going to have to report every play.
Yeah. We got Ford. They have
Dietrich.
Heath Deming potentially, depending on the severity of said
move
cramping.
Castle into tight end and Maddie or Carter Haley to running back.
Yeah.
We got Landon Stodiger, looks like, in there if he'd be tight end or running back.
Yeah, we'll see what we line up with here.
Welke walking pretty well off the field.
Doesn't seem too distraught. Looks like he's maybe got a fairly good cramp in a hamstring, which is not a happy thing if you've ever had one.
Right.
I'm going to say a hamstring cramp way worse than a calf cramp, just in my experience.
And the higher up it is, the worse.
Yes.
All right, so it is Stodiger in for Welke there.
Does that make a brain cramp even the worse then? Because that's the very, very highest.
All right.
Second back through. It's going to make a manageable third down, looks like. Third and
Grainer on the
3.5
carry.
or 4. So the question you have is, do you move Grainer to one of those tailbacks and put Stodiger at the fullback, or do you leave it like it is?
Don't they have that? That's what they have. Stodiger in the middle.
Oh yeah, no, because wasn't Martinez in the middle before? I think he was. So I got Stodiger in the middle.
Yep.
Right. Show pressure. That's going to be a Bulldog first down.
Nice job again by the right side of that line. Get him just enough for the first down.
I would say with 8.5 to play, Bulldogs got to keep doing what they're doing, but with a little more sense of urgency, a little more pep in a step from huddle to huddle to ball, huddle to ball. You got to have a little more Giddy up in your pony, I think. I thought you were busting out the bucket hat there, but it's just your normal one. Thought you were going to go straight Gilligan's Island on me.
Packed away the sunscreen for winter.
They go with the old-fashioned sunscreen long sleeves.
Again, more pressure up the middle. Hendricks nowhere to
on
go.
the key, scrambles to just launch to lose only a yard instead of 2.
Yeah, tight ends out in patterns there. It looked like it might have been a pass play. They got to find a way, maybe shorter routes or just better protection to.
I think it's a combination of all three. I think the route's got to be a little quicker. I think the protection's got to be a little better, and they maybe need to shorten up the amount of actions on their play action. You know, maybe go to 1 ball fake instead of 2.
Welke back into the game for the Bulldogs.
This Pine Island defense has done well.
Welke
Here
with the
comes
carry. He's got a
Welke.
blocker. Up the sideline here, brought down at the Panther 37-yard line.
Welke
Nice
with
run.
the Panther Anther.
Stop it.
I was going to say, closed caption says, Coach Matty shakes head disapprovingly.
It could, honestly, it could probably do that. Say that about 15 times a game.
15? Did I give it that few?
All right, we're still at 42-21, 7 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Nice gain by Welke. Good run off tackle. Hit that lane.
Martinez
there's
in the middle.
Martinez right up the gut.
Makes a nice cut. Gets stood up, bent backwards. Let's see here. Hopefully he's popping up. That was a
Yeah, he's getting up. He's good. All right. 2nd and 5. Can't ask for much more than that. Out of the ground and pound scenario here. We got 6 minutes to go. Bulldogs trail by 21 points by 3 scores. 3 possessions.
Hendricks with the carry.
He's got to be close to a first down if he doesn't pick it up, doesn't he? Yep, they're going to give him the first down. We're going to move the chains. Clock will stop.
Bulldogs use a little bit of energy here.
Which usually you wouldn't really mention, but with 6:04 to play, clock running again. Bulldogs getting a little quicker out of the huddle, a little more sense of urgency. Martinez again off tackle. Nice stiff arm.
Brought down. Gonna be another Bulldog first down.
What are you looking for, Coach Matty?
Something to write with. All right, Bulldogs coming up to the line here.
All right, Matty, the tight end on the near side. Looks like, who's number 6? Ooh, wrapped up in a backfield. Going to be a loss of about 3. All right, Matty brings the play in. Score is not in the Bulldogs' favor, but we've had such a nice weather. Good turnout for the game.
Yeah.
Excellent sponsor in People's State Bank and that big club they own, or that big club they're in, the FDIC. Oh, we had a little stumble there.
Grainer with the run. pickup of about 2.
Yeah, he had a
No,
little-
excuse me.
No, it's going to be more than 2. It's going to be 2 from the original line of scrimmage, maybe.
You are correct. Little Statue of Liberty play there.
Yeah, and a little slip, and he had to put his hand on the ground a little bit there, but he got up.
You get a timeout here by the
Made a little
Bulldogs.
chicken salad out of chicken something else.
See if they can get a little water in them fired up here to make this last
I bet these dogs you don't have to lead to water before
12,
they'll drink.
12 yards here to pay dirt. All right,
Let's drop a
again,
pay
one more
dirt.
time. Thank you to sponsor People's State Bank of Plainview. Get to know free Kasasa cash checking at People's State Bank. Earn a 5% annual percentage yield on balances up to $25,000 and 0.01% on balances over that. At People's State Bank, there's no minimum balance requirements or fees and a monthly qualification cycle.
What's the minimum balance?
0.
0. Excellent.
Qualifications apply to earn rewards. To learn more about free Kasasa cash checking, go to peoplestatebank.com. That's peoplestatebank.com. Member
FDIC. Hey,
All
Blaine Miller, did you know that koala bears are not real bears? You didn't know that. They don't have the correct qualifications. All right.
Learn something new every day.
You know why teddy bears never eat? They're always stuffed.
Makes sense.
Pass that knowledge on to your boys when you get home. All right, Bulldogs come up to the line with a 3rd and 8. Hendricks
Hendricks
on the
gets some time.
rollout.
Got a receiver.
Oh! Had a man open. Had the time to throw.
Couldn't quite get there.
Pine Island defender gets a hand on him. We get a little tip ball drill, and it falls harmlessly into the end zone.
Intended for Maddie. Ends up playing a little bit of defense there.
All right. 4th and 8. Exactly 4 minutes left on the clock. Bulldogs trail 42 to 21. Bulldogs with the 21. Ball on the 12. Can
See
get
if we
a
see the
first
same
down.
play here because it was
Can-
open.
Can get a first
Receiver
down.
again out in the route. Again open. Time, that's Maddie.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. We're going to call that Mark Melcher vindication. That is his literal favorite play to run in the B squad.
All right.
He runs it about 114 times a game.
We're going to see Isabel Reeve come back onto the field to try for her 4th extra point of the night. Officials sending Maddie off the field after that one. I don't think we've got 11 guys on the
1,
field.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we got 11. It's a prime number. Good snap. Kick is,
That was a
I
little
think,
short.
blocked a little bit. It felt like it had a little tip on it.
Yeah, that was another tough one. Noah Eidenschenk doing a nice job trying to get that one down. That was a
Yeah.
little bit behind him.
Yeah, snap, not perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Isabel just a little bit late to the ball. And
The young ladies had a nice game, 3 for 4 now on
3
extra
for 4.
points. Stepping up like a lot of these Bulldogs have today, into some
Yeah.
rolls and some
Yeah.
maybe a few more snaps than they normally
they
see.
would normally get, yeah.
On the wrong side of the scoreboard right now, but there is a lot of learning going on out there, and will likely pay dividends in the long run.
Also, the Miller Sweaty Bookends have had a lot of learning today. We learned about koala bears. We learned about teddy bears.
All right, hey, you know what? We got another touchdown.
We do. Thank you, Atkinson family and BP on Broadway.
Score now 27-42. Bulldogs down 15. You're probably under 4 minutes. You're already at the spot. If you were thinking you might ever try a onside kick in this game, now's the time. We'll see if Isabel has that in her bag.
Ready for some geometry knowledge for the cameraman? Hey Blaine, did you know that the only thing flat earthers fear is sphere itself?
Sure.
Maddie shakes head disapprovingly. All right, Isabel tees it up. I would assume we would see some sort of attempt to steal a possession here.
Good kick. Between his legs. Ooh. Bulldog's just a little slow to get there. Not sure what.
I was wondering about that Pine Island front line. We had some in front of the 50. We had some behind the 50. We had, yeah, it's usually a little chaos going on there. Anyway, we will see the Bulldog defense again. 42-27. Panthers on top. 3:50 left to play in the game. Still got a nice breeze. Got the Walches in front of us. It's a good day. I know Amanda Brisky was bowling today. I wonder if she is on the live stream yet. Hi, Amanda. Ibacks out of the Panthers. Under center. Fullback might have left a little bit early.
We had a fumble there on the snap, gathered by the quarterback.
I wonder if the Raging Cajuns had any fumbleias today. Why are you both looking away? It's like you're not even gonna acknowledge it with a disapproving head shake. No, we're that deep into the chaos. 3:18 left to play. 42-27, Pine Island. Bulldogs have scored through the air twice. Had a little razzle dazzle out of Martinez and
action there, number 64.
Maddie
for the.
Parker Maddie got 2 touchdowns today.
Melcher into the game for the Bulldogs there.
Parker Maddie with a
in a little bit.
2-touchdown game.
Fair touchdowns.
1 on the ground, 1 receiving. Does not rival.
That one goes against the Panthers.
I wonder if they gave him a little come here with the hand and drew him across.
Or maybe just a nod.
Maybe. Just a little, come here. All right, Panthers come up to the ball. On the center, Ibacks. 4-man front for the Bulldogs. Fullback leads. Racked up in the hole. If there's a gain, it ain't much. Panther down on the field. Getting up slowly. We'll see if he gets sent off. And he's going to trot off the field. 52 out, 62 in. Wonder if they traded up. 52 to 62.
We may have just enough battery to get through here.
Enough battery to go 2 minutes and 10 seconds. We'll find out, won't we? Jesus. Hey, just in case the battery runs out, we love all you guys out there in listener land. A little run up the middle. It's going to be stopped for a very short gain. Going to make it 4th and a while. I would assume we will see a punt out of the Panthers. Welke back to return. Sideline for the Bulldogs. Coaches reminding the players that despite any substitutions, specials are still specials. You're always on your special teams unless you get directly subbed for an injury. Got noise again?
Yeah. We never lost it.
Never lost
Never
it.
lost it.
Never lost it. It's like Alan Miller. Never lost it. What do we got going on here? Timeout, Pine Island. I would assume that this is a person. Oh, they're going to punt. was gonna say I thought maybe they had a personnel decision. They had a few subs in the game, so I thought they were gonna make sure they had everybody they wanted on the field. It looks like they wanted the punt team on the field, so they brought in a bunch of guys. See Mr. Flatham down there on the sideline talking to Coach Trevor Wingert. Pine Island chats it up. They're ready to go. Bulldogs trot back out, set up the punt return. I don't think we have to worry about the long count, hard count, because they'd have to do it 3 times in a row to get a first down.
Welke back deep.
Punt is away.
Watch
A lot of
out,
backspin
black
on
jerseys.
it.
Watch out, black jerseys.
That's going to be a net gain of about 4.
All right.
That works out for the Bulldogs. All right, a minute left. See if the Bulldogs can put up another score here. They have a very advantageous field position. It's been a pretty good battle out here between the young players for the Panthers and the young players for the Bulldogs.
Caden Castle back in at tight end for the Bulldogs. Castle, senior Noah Eidenschenk at the tight end spot. Tommy Springer again at center. Done a nice job stepping into, I don't know if Tommy had any game time snaps
Not
prior
starting.
to today.
Not starting.
Done a nice job. Nice run by Welke. We're going to get a quick one here. One man to beat. He goes down and
I thought maybe he was going to be cramped up again. The way he went down, I thought he was cramped up.
yep, he just cut on it, slipped a little bit on his cut.
Nice block on the edge by young Caden Castle.
Yep. That right side there of Postier, Raymond, and Castle.
It's the Lake Mills blood in them, you know that.
Oh, and that,
Might.
not sure what happened there.
Oh, I think we got it back. Yeah, we got her back. Some sort of
Quarterback turned away there.
misplay.
Henricks, I
there.
don't know if he knew that was on the ground.
Got the carpal tunnel that bad that you don't know. Maybe he's got small hands.
This is
like-
going to be it. 30
like
seconds,
Culpepper.
under 30 seconds here for the Bulldogs. So, what did you see today that you liked from the Bulldogs, Coach?
I saw some young players really, really step up. I think Coach Wingert and company has learned a lot about their depth. I think
Bulldogs call it.
they call it timeout. Bulldogs want to run one more offensive play. I think we've seen a lot of heart, a lot of guts.
Yeah.
I saw some really good play at the varsity level from some players that had not had a chance to show themselves yet. And I think in the weeks to come, that we've really improved our depth, if not possibly even adjusted our starting lineup a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as a coach, sometimes you're a little weary of putting a young player in a situation that could have, some consequences in that game, and you want to keep those guys you have a little bit more confidence in. And some of those guys don't get some opportunity. Here they got some opportunities. Coaches probably saw some things. Maybe for a series we can use those people. Give some guys some rest.
It's kind of the Peyton Manning question. Do you throw them out there, trial by fire, and make them work through it, or do you let them sit and learn the playbook and play the scout team and get his reps in practice? Well, we had some kids go into the fire today, and they might have come out a little burnt. but I
Another
think
Statue
we're
of Liberty
okay.
play. Welke fakes the halfback pass, cuts it back, hit right at the goal line.
5 seconds left in the game. Bulldogs are going to be down inside the 1
Oofda.
with 5 seconds to play.
Gonna go and the ball is set here.
They could clock it if they wanted. Attempted a sneak is going to go nowhere. Bulldogs they're going to end the game at the 1. So we had a little ball game on our hands here. Dogs will shake it up with the Panthers of Pine Island. A sunny Saturday afternoon.
Bulldogs back on the road here for the next 2 weeks. Back for the Wednesday MEA game against Lake City last game of the year.
I don't know if the Simon report is sweating his job as much as I am sweating from the heat up here, but he should be. The Miller boys have stepped in and done a great job.
Yeah, we say it every week. It takes a village here to run this live stream. Appreciate all the help we get.
It absolutely does. All right, so we're going to sign off here in Elgin. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
Happy homecoming.
Yeah, get out there, enjoy the weather, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, correcto?
3.
3 weeks.
2.5 if you want to.
2.5.